business, but I am convinced we need a new kind of leader. We need leaders not who direct people, but can empower others to step up and lead. The old 20th century model of a leader who commands people to follow him is dead, or at least it should be. If you think about the context of that, our parents came through two world wars and a depression, and the model in those days was, let's follow General George Patton over the hill, and it was leaders versus followers. And I, as a young 19-year-old industrial engineering student, used to take a stopwatch and turn it on machine tool workers working in a jet engine plant and time their motions, never asking them how we thought they should do the job, because we dichotomized managers and workers. And the workers' job was to do the job the most efficiently. There was no joy in the work for them. We wanted to minimize the deviations in their work and just have them do very routine work. Needless to say, that wasn't very fulfilling to them, but that was our image in those days. Then in the last part of the 20th century, we started to idolize the charismatic leader. The person could practically walk on water. We started choosing leaders more for their charisma than for their character. We started choosing them more for their substance and their style, and we started choosing them for their image rather than their integrity. Why are we surprised then if you choose people for charisma, for style, and for image, that you don't get integrity, character, and substance? And I think that's what happens. We were choosing the wrong leaders, and we gave them enormous power, and in many cases, they took advantage of that power. As Abraham Lincoln once said, if you want to really test a man, give him unlimited power and see how he uses it, and that's what you'll find out what he's made of. Well, many leaders in my generation abused their power, and that's why so many wound up either A, going to jail, which our system took care of pretty well, the Dennis Kozlowskis, the Jeff Skillings, Ken Lay was on his way before he passed away, Bernie Ebers. But I'm more concerned about the hundreds of business leaders who lost their way and got derailed, but along the way they destroyed their companies. They may have walked out with huge amounts of money in some termination settlement, but the company was on its way to destruction. And some of those great names of the past, like Sears Roebuck and former AT&T, don't exist anymore. General Motors seems to be going that way because of a lack of the right kind of leaders. I think the other reason, I think leadership must change in this century, and I think the reason it's changed is because the people in the organization has changed. People are no longer willing to wait in line for 10 to 20 years to get leadership opportunities. I hope you're not. They're looking for opportunities like Wendy Kopp to step up and lead right now. People in organizations, people doing the work, are looking for meaning and significance. They don't want to be like that machine tool worker. They want to have an opportunity to put the quality into that Medtronic heart valve. They want to have the opportunity to create a new computer or a new semiconductor or a new cell phone. They want to have the opportunity to create great service, whether they're at a Starbucks or at a Target store, where I was on the board for 12 years. And if we take that meaning and significance away from them, they won't be motivated to do the job. So we need leaders who can empower people to step up and lead. And I think this, to me, we need to define a different kind of leader. But the reality is, you, at your age, can step up and you can find out the kind of leader you are right now. You can step up and lead right now. You don't have to wait around for a tap on the shoulder for someone to say, you're a vice president now, you can actually lead. You're never too young to lead, nor are you ever too old. As author Stephen Covey has said, leadership is your choice, not your title. So think about that. Leadership is your choice, not your title. So I'd like to offer a new definition of the successful 21st century leaders. These are authentic leaders who bring people together around a common purpose and a set of values. In other words, they set the context. They create a common purpose and a set of values, and they empower other people to step up and lead. Not to follow them, but they empower everyone in the organization, individuals, to step up and lead around this shared purpose and within the shared values. And the goal is not to maximize short-term shareholder value. The goal is to create value for customers.